the directorial scope is small here. You have Mark Webb directing this. Mark Webb is the director of 500 Days of Summer. Remember way back when? Also, Spider-Man, I think Spider-Man 2 as well, right? With Garfield. He's not the guy for this. Okay, he hasn't done a huge Wicked type thing. You look at what Chew did with Wicked, right? You look at what he was able to accomplish with that, particularly with the world building, okay? And I think here you have very average production design. At times, I'm buying in and I'm like, this film looks pretty good. The dwarves and their castle, or their whatever they want to call it, their domicile, they have in the middle of the forest. That looks pretty good. But then you turn around and you have like scenes in the forest that look like they were shot on an iPhone with no aesthetic. It looks like Disney Plus at best. So it's really uneven. And it just is let down by a subpar directorial talent in Mark Webb. Disney does this so often, right? They bring in a director to just do these things, and they don't let the director work their magic. And I don't think Webb has any. So this wasn't even the right guy from that standpoint. We watched The Eternals. You look at what Chloe was able not to do with that film. You see that so often with Disney. They don't allow their directors to cook, as the kids say. So you really need somebody in here to make this thing bigger and grander and just a little bit more weird. Not totally weird, but just add a little bit of an element, a fantastical element that this film just feels like the lid's on too much. Gal does fine. Ziegler, better. Overall, this film will be liked by the average moviegoer. Promise you. There are people clapping in my screen tonight. Now, it wasn't very heavily populated, but there were scattering applause breakouts. So I think that you're going to be surprised by the average, everything that's woke is the worst. Not that crowd, but the average moviegoer is going to say Snow White is fine.